Gang, gang. Welcome back to Energy, back with another banger. Whew. Boy, boss up and get this money. Would you boss up and get this money? Boy, boss up and get this money. Would you boss up and get this money? That's just what I was hearing. So what's today? Today is Sunday, so I don't know. You know, on my channel, energy is a currency, so I'm not really sure if this is about literal money or something else that is of extremely high value. But the energy is what you gonna do, or that's what somebody is thinking about you. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna boss up and get this money or no? Alright, y'all, we about to tap in. I had to go. I got this table set up in my room, but I guess I must have ran ahead and set it up prematurely because I have not done another reading since that one. Spirit is like, nope, we outside, we in the living room. So, period. We out here. But I did go in there to grab another deck. One of my self-made oracle decks, so this is a fun one too. It has a lot of different stuff in there. So yeah, that's the energy. We going in. Let's see. I need another baby. Oh, dang, I just put an order in too. I could have got it. They have them at Myers, these little mini Yankee candles. All right, y'all, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. My coffee good as hell this morning. Oh, that's good. Oh Lord, is this gonna be a straight up karmic reading? I think because I heard live from hell headquarters. This is underground information. That's crazy. Let's see, what's the energy? You know you have eyes in the sky, right? And they're seeing what you're doing in the daylight. But I bet people didn't know that there are eyes up under your feet that are watching you while you're asleep and watching what you do in the dark at night. All right. What's the energy? Looking for action. Okay. Looking for action. I'm so attracted to you. Don't judge me and I won't judge you. Somebody who doesn't feel good enough for you is so attracted to you and they want you. For whoever this is, okay? You make me want to slow down, relax, and enjoy life. Okay, let's get tarot. I don't know what the hell. Looking for action, so attracted to you, doesn't want to be judged, and you are what they need to relax. You help to relax them. This sounds like somebody who be in your sexual energy, and this is why. They're very attracted to you. You help them to relax. You may give them an opportunity to pretty much just release their care of other things or the things that they be so focused on consistently, like that they're working on. You just help to get their mind, put their mind at ease. Wow, yeah. And also, it's something about money. I was saying, would you boss up and get this money? You make something in their energy break free, where they feel like they get this kind of stability, this outlook on life that creates security. And it could also open them up to financial opportunities or blessings that kind of come out of nowhere. It's some kind of physical abundance, prosperity. This person levels up financially or materially when they're open to you or when they're in your energy. So they are benefiting off of you, but they are attracted to you too. But it seems like this person, it like the way I'm reading this energy, it feels as if like this person just uses you, like they use you for sex. Or if you're not actually sexually active with this person, then they use you as their muse for sexual activity because of the way that it opens them up to opportunities, okay, or to some kind of financial benefit. You may have siren energy. The Hermit, yeah, they're doing this behind the scenes, or they don't want you to know about this here. If you were to become aware, oh, I think you did become aware of it at some point in time with the Hermit. That's maybe why you closed off from this person, or why you were not engaging with this person. You didn't connect with this person. You blocked them out of your life, and that's why. That's all they seem to have wanted. This person, every time you connect with them, every time you pop out, it's like they're just attracted to your sexual energy only. So you could feel used by this person. Like you might feel as if this person needs to heal. They got some demons that they ain't dealt with. Because why is that the only thing that, turns you on or gets you alive or helps you to, like, motivate you, for life? So somebody felt like this person has, like, an addiction to their private parts. But yeah, and they are attracted to you. This could be something that they're honest about. How do you feel about this person here? You could be dealing with a Virgo. It does say that you said no, and the only reason this person is coming around is because they're looking for some kind of action, it says. So let's see, are you attracted to this person? They're attracted to you. Four of Swords. Are you attracted to this person? There is like a small window of opportunity or something like that here, but it has to do with healing, and it has to do with family. It has to do with like something that I feel like this person is not focused on. Like almost as if this person would have to clean up their life, clean up their energy, maybe even seek God or find God. This kind of looks like those church windows. So it's something about like you could see it possibly, but it has to be some deep soulful transition or transformation or healing that would have to take part on this person. So because that's not what you're seeing, that's probably why you said no. So I'm going to say your no is likely finalized. But because you aren't like closing this window, or because you're leaving this little window open, I feel like this person keeps trying you. Like they keep coming into your energy because they feel like they have the opportunity to. But what they don't know about you is Demon Slayer. You see how you're like laying in wait? Look at that sword up under your bed. That's what this person isn't counting on. So the Three of Swords energy could mean that you may be experiencing some emotional trauma or difficulty or something like that. So this person may take that as an advantage, oh my God, to get over on you. This is, you know what I'm saying? Whoever this person is, they like that bottom feeder type energy. They like it when you down. They like it when you're on the ground. They like it when you might be a little desperate or just really emotionally disheveled, because that could be when you peak in sexual energy. So this person typically looking for action and hermiting, like they're being sneaky about it. But I feel like you're kind of sneaky too. Because while this person thinking they about to get over on you, you're already planning for them to come in. You're planning for them to come in because you got this sword up under your bed. You ever been in a relationship? This crazy as hell, but you ever been in a relationship? In my 20s, I was in a relationship where at one point, like the guy was so jealous. He was so jealous and delusional about what I was doing, or who, was looking at me or who I was looking at, that I started to go to sleep with a knife under the mattress on my side of the bed. And that was just until I figured out that was before when I just relied on, my partner. I relied on the relationship. I, stopped working. He was like fully providing for me. And I was just having a good time, spending his money, driving his car, and living like the play wife life. Okay. But it came at a price. And at one point, I like literally felt like, even though, I don't know, he was. He was difficult, but mostly only when he was drunk. And so it was like a joke to me because he couldn't even, like, he would be trying to hit me, but he would be falling. So it was like a joke. Um, but I just never knew. And he was a real hood dude, and I really wasn't used to that. He was my first actual real hood dude. So, and he was older than me too, like way older than me. So, not way older than me, but yeah, he got me by some years. And so I was just, I don't know, just a little worried. It was a whole different life, a whole different type of dude, and I would sleep with a knife under my mattress. So I don't know, but something about this person must be sketchy, or it gives you those same kind of vibes, like they just won't be able to deal with it if you were to like completely remove yourself from their life. Like they would like you have this fear built up, like if you were to really just walk away or disconnect, that you don't know what you're going to expect or what you're going to get from this person. So you kind of be on eggshells, because this could be somebody that you want to get away from or that you want to move on from, but because of their vibes, because of their energy, because of how, like I said, that bottom feeding energy, when they're only satiated by lust alone, and say you cut that off, like no more sex, then you have that fear activated. And I'm getting for you, likely you could be a demon slayer, like naturally, but this ignited your demon slayer abilities. So you are a reckoning for this person, but it's their behavior that they tried to hide. Maybe if this person was honest with it, and if you could get some clarity and understanding about what it is that really is going on with them and what they're dealing with, it would not be so frightening to you. But you may have a fear of what you do not understand. And so with this person, I feel like that's what happened here. So this person is like extremely attracted to you, but the energy that they get in when they're overly like needy for your sexual energy, that it's a demonic energy that comes out of this person, and it just naturally triggers the demon slayer in you. So I'm getting that, yeah, this is how you found balance. This person's energy, their energy affects you very negatively. The Magician in reverse, their energy, when they're like that, it affects you so negatively. It becomes obsessive, but almost like demonic, like creepy. So this is how you found balance. This is how you found a way to adapt to the situation that you were dealing with. I feel like you're in contemplation mode. You're not moving. You're not doing anything. Maybe you feel like you're being practical, or you're using sound judgment. Okay, this person knows that you can tell that something's up with them, but they don't want to be judged by you. So I feel as if they're hiding, and I feel as if you're hiding too. You're hiding what your next action will be. You're hiding what you're going to do. And it's because you don't trust this person. You really don't know like what they're up to or what they're going to do. It does feel as if you are practically focused on your priorities and making decisions here. And you're trying to make decisions that are clear mentally of the fear that this person causes you. Like, you don't want fear of what somebody is capable of or what somebody is going to do to influence you or your life or how you move. I feel like you really want to move authentically, or I don't know, like you want to move authentically or you want to move responsibly. That's the word in this situation. So let's see. Don't judge me, I won't judge you. Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh, you be big mad. It's a reckoning. It's a reckoning. I'm getting you're pretty hot tempered. You know what? You could scare this person too. You could scare this person too. You may be just as possessive as this person can be. You just may not be possessive over them anymore, not in this current energy. You don't want ownership of this energy that they're in. But when they're in a higher frequency, you could become possessive or even like overly demanding of this person's attention and time, and you can become hot tempered or vengeful when you don't get it. So I'm getting like you could be attracted to this person too. Or if it's not currently, then this is how you used to be. So as much as you would be into this person when it was good, when you consider it to be the opposite, it puts you in fight mode or flight mode. But it seems like there's some reason here where you do not want to run from the situation. You need to take it slow. So you're not running from the situation, but you are plotting or planning here how to get out of this. And you can get equally as pissed. You know what? This could be like a really toxic cycle. Excuse me. This could be like a really toxic cycle. Because I'm getting like, it's the opposite. Like, you know, as much as you would be upset or as much as you could be, you know, demanding of this person's time and energy, that's the extent of the coldness that you can go to when you're not vibing with them, when you're not attracted to them. We have the Devil in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. It's not like you are planning anything negative for this person. I don't think they're planning anything negative for you either. But it's like you guys are pitted at these two different points, you know? So this is creating some kind of spiritual warfare here just because of, I don't know, it's like a threatening, you feel threatened by each other. You feel like your authenticity is being threatened or you're being pushed into an energy you don't want to go into. I'm hearing some part of a song like you trying to turn me into something that I'm not, and I ain't with it or whatever. I don't know. I think it's Megan Thee Stallion. I said it wrong, but it's something like you trying to turn me into something that I'm not, and somebody is not having it, or neither one of you are having it. So that's what's pitting you against one another. I feel like you have a deep desire to get away, and this person has a deep desire for you to stay. All right. Ace of Swords in reverse. You make me want to slow down, relax, and enjoy life. Okay, actually, that's a lie. The Ace of Swords is coming out on you make me want to slow down, relax, and enjoy life. So this may be what you see, is that this person is saying that they appreciate you and they really need you in their life and you add all this value to their life. But that's not what you're feeling. You're feeling like this person needs you to sacrifice who you really are to fulfill their ego or to fulfill them. Like that's how they're satiated, basically by being able to break you down. By being able to break you down or cause you to move in a way that is not truly authentic to you. Even with the Queen of Wands, like you could be a female, this person could push you, like literally push you into your masculine energy. That would mean that this person would be so thirsty for your sexual energy that they would likely beat you up. Like if that's not physically, then that's energetically. So that's probably where that fight or flight energy is coming from. This may not be a person that would like pummel you, you know what I'm saying, physically. They're not going to be hitting you, but their energy will be hitting you in every way because they cannot handle the fact that you are rejecting them. So this person is like literally pummeling you in your sleep. This is what they're doing in the darkness. That's their energy. This is the Three of Swords. This is what you're dealing with. So you're aware of the heartbreak, you're aware of the torment, and you're aware of the reason why. And you're just waiting in contemplation, but this person thinks that you don't see them. but you do see them. So I feel like you're actually giving this person evil eye in a way that you are angry. You're sending anger and rage toward this person because you see what you see and you know what you know, and you know that this person is fooling you. They're lying to you, but you're prepared for the lie. This is somebody who keeps trying to sneak in and act like everything is cool and be sweet and kind to you, but you already know that there's an attack. You're ready for that. I'm getting the movie Enough. The movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez. What's the Ace of Swords in reverse? Hey, this could be like divine intervention. You could be a spiritual, I'm getting a spiritual assassin. This ignited your, this is what activated you. You maybe been like a sleeper agent. This person causes damage in the darkness, mentally and emotionally. They cause grievances to people, probably grievances that they have gotten away with for a very long time. But like I said, there are eyes underground too. And I don't think that they knew that those eyes underground, they live in you. Like, you are connected to those eyes underground. You can see what other people weren't able to see or perceive about this person. You trust the energy. And if that energy is off, if that energy is wrong, you're going to get clarity about it. This is an energy that threatens to put you to sleep to a reality that is not your truth. So you are the person that would not run from this. You would actually handle this. You are a demon slayer. So you could be a trap. Like, you could have been in your demonic energy yourself. You could have been a low vibrational energy when you connected with this person. Demonic energy, rebellious. You're just not doing everything that, you're not doing it all the holy way. You likely are not in church or part of any religious organization. You could have set yourself free from certain, indoctrinated beliefs. You were pushing against that. So the energy that you were in, just because you were pushing against something and running from it, it doesn't mean that that part of you is not your authenticity. It just means you were in a place you didn't want to honor that truth. Maybe you felt like it wasn't working out for you. But in that inauthenticity, you attracted someone who feels the same way as you, only that's their truth. That's what they live and breathe on the daily. It's not them being rebellious. That's their acceptance of how they feel about God, about, high vibrational energy, moving in the light, doing things right, and how they feel about the way that they choose to live. So somebody really likes that low vibrational energy, and they're not interested in doing things uprightly. It's given like a lazy spirit. Like I said, no self-motivation or self-discipline. They just prefer to take the easy route out, which naturally keeps them conditioned to be in a bottom-feeding demonic energy, because they would rather just, I don't know no better way to say it, but get off. That's what ignites them. They feed off of lust. They operate off of lust. They're inspired off of lust, motivated off of lust. You are motivated by trust, by light, by honesty, by clarity. So you guys are opposites. You're opposites. But you were on the other side of the street, or you were on the other side of town. That guy that I was telling you about, he was an East Sider. I've been West Side my whole entire life. I do live East now, but this is totally new for me. And really, I don't even be around East Side. I am starting to see that it's a lot of stores and things on this side of town, but mostly if we gonna be on the East Side, we're downtown, period. Because we're close to downtown, so we just be downtown. But no, I'm not an East Sider. I'm really a West Sider. So that person, yeah, he was totally different for me. And so this is something like that. But, I'm talking about energetically. You guys it's just different. It's almost like a natural rivalry that exists there. Okay, so this may have been the lie that you found out. You thought this person was like you, likely just running from their whole truth, but eventually they would settle into it. just like you. But no, more so this person went to their home. They went to the energy that they dominantly stay in, and you went to the energy that you dominantly stay in too. I feel like it's working for you, but it does feel like it's giving this person some kind of distress because they're not getting the action that they want from you. They're not getting the time that they want from you. They're not getting the end that they want from you. So you're feeling as if you had to get indignant or really angry with this person is what would give them the opportunity to dance with your energy. But they don't have that way in anymore because it feels like you have realized that this person is not who you thought they were, and you just let go of the situation. You let go of them. You let go of the stress, the anxiety. This is the Nine of Swords in reverse. You let go of the stress. You're completely unbothered by them and by what they're choosing to do or how they're choosing to move or how they're choosing to be. You no longer feel an attachment. You no longer are angry or resentful or you want to fight them because of it. It's kind of like you're just aware of it and you're aware of how it moves with you and the triggers that it sends you into, and you're just detaching completely. So this is recovery. This is you releasing the worry of what this person, deep-seated fears of what extents this person would go to, how this person would move with you, what would happen in the future. It feels like you have gained enough clarity to pretty much walk away from this person with certainty and know that your back is covered. Yeah, the Sun in reverse, because what they don't know about you, Queen of Wands, is that you're always going to return to your truth as well. When you're down, you're not down long enough for them to prey on you. You're down long enough for you to see who the fuck was fucking with you. And if they run up on you, you get hit. Run up on me, you get hit. That's why you're laying there with that sword. It's like, come on. Come on with it. Because your sword is filled with fire, like hellfire. Literally, your sword is like hellfire. That's what, that's an angel. I don't know which one. But I've heard that in the Bible before. It's biblical. Like your sword is not just a regular sword. Your sword it's fire. People burn in the flames of your truth. Your truth burns. It's a reckoning. Your truth isn't just light and healing and inspiration and insight. Your light is a fucking reckoning. Like you slay demons. Your truth and clarity slays demons as soon as you wake up. So I feel like this is somebody who really wanted to put you to sleep, probably thought you were asleep, sadness, gloom, sorrow, pessimism, failure, inertia, inaction. It's because you weren't taking action. You didn't move. You didn't run. You didn't do anything. You didn't fight. You didn't run. So this person really thought like, oh, okay, cool, good night. This person that went to sleep. They thought everything was all right. And so I feel like this person was trying to slip in and get some of that energy again. I said that, like, trying to get that money. And they got hit with the sword because they got hit with the sword of fire because you were woke. Queen of Wands, you probably are a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You may also have significant air sign placements, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Okay. Yeah. You're not. Demons work for devils. You don't work for a devil. You are the devil. When you're in lower frequencies, you are the devil. Like, even when I was saying your demonic era, when you're like being rebellious and going against the grain and doing your own thing, you're like really pushing against the wonderful person that you are. Like, your highest potential is what you have been conditioned to be. Whatever your highest potential is available, and kindness and empathy and love and light and happiness and joy, all of those fruitages of the spirit. But when you push against it, it's like your light is so bright that when you push against it, you don't just jump down, to a little mediocre demonic, like demon energy. I'm thinking of that song where she's like, I'm a demon lord. No, you're the Lord. You're the Lord that she would be talking to. Oh, I'm being bad. I'm a demon lord. Yeah, you like, yeah, I know. But run up on me, you get hit. Like, you're you monitor monitoring spirits. You are the monitor of monitoring spirits. God damn, like I've heard about the levels spiritually that you can go to in the light, but I've never really heard of the levels that you can go to in the shadow as well. But yeah, okay. Well, the devil is God's son, so I'm sure he has some organization to how things are run underground, just like God has for how he runs things overhead. So yeah, that's what I'm getting here. This person did not know who they were fucking with. So this person thought that you were like just like them, and they looked for that opportunity. But it could have been your mercy. It could have been your light that was merciful to this person. So they never really met with your sword the way that they typically would. But something here is happening where I feel like they are. Either they are or they're seeing it now. They're seeing it now, but they weren't expecting to get hit like that. There's somebody else too, cause I'm the song. He got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing. Like I don't know. Your reckoning. I'm not saying that everybody. Another devil would be fine with you. You guys would match swords, but a demon coming to a demon lord, like that's just like the devil when he was an angel coming to God. What you think is gonna happen? God threw his ass down to the fucking earth. Get out. So I'm getting like somebody may not be able to be in their body. They may be cast into like kind of like the unknown. So their mind, they've lost their senses or their senses of self because they tried you and they didn't know who you were. If they can't be up high because they haven't done the work to be with the Most High and receive that protection, and then they done fucked up with whoever had their head down in the lower energy, so they don't have no kind of devil protection either. This person is without protection. They're just kind of like floating around, not knowing where their home is, not knowing where they can settle. This is someone who feels like they're constantly on the run. There's another, if this is a past situation that I just read for you, there is somebody new that learned the exact same lesson with you, but this person is just tamed. I feel like this person is tamed. Their ego is tamed with you. They just know what to do and what not to do. They're like learning your boundaries and your rules and how to move with you uprightly. You've been tested. Your relationships were tested. Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, whoever this person is that is being tamed by you, they still are reckless. They're still rebellious. It's the Knight of Wands. They move in demonic energy, but they don't try you. They don't try you. They could be superficial. They could be, I don't know, not really taking action. Still, you know what I'm saying, kind of appearing to be more like a lazy energy. When people are in that demonic energy, that's why a lot of, Hollywood and things, they call themselves demons and stuff, because they're not doing what the typical society wants you to do. They're not obeying all of the rules that the churches have, instilled within us. They're doing whatever the fuck they want to, and they're getting money, and they're living their lives, and they're doing all the things that they said we couldn't do and have a happy life or a good life, that we couldn't be a good person or we couldn't be practical. They're doing all of it. They're like shitting on all of these lies that we've been feeding on our entire lives. So they call themselves demons and they feel good about it. A lot of them don't even realize that, it's not so great to be a demon. You kind of want to be a devil. Like, you don't want nobody to, you only want to answer to the Most High. You want to answer to God. The devil, as bad as the devil has been, because I come from religion, the devil is the worst. But as bad as we want to call him or whatever, he only answered to God. So what the fuck do he care about people who have to answer to other people or have to answer to him in the world that he set up, the construct of the mind, the matrix that we live in? Devils don't give a fuck. Like, they look at humans like, you look up to man. You owe your souls to man. I owe my soul to God. I listen to God only. I'm above you. So people be trying to, make sure you know who you're talking to. But whoever this person is, they may move like demons, but this person is not a demon. They're a devil just like you, but they have allowed themselves to be tamed by you. And I think it is because of your energy. You could awaken them to their abilities to connect with God, and maybe stay in a higher frequency, because devils, they stay on the ground. They're like grounded, the grounders. They maintain order on the ground. But you are like that awakening for this person. You're a reckoning in their life, really, for everything, all the sacrifices, all of the time periods that they've lived where they never felt like it was enough to be that high and mighty. This person is seeing that that is who they were created to be. It's like a remembrance of where you truly come from and how you get to be even on this fucking earth. No matter who you're dealing with or where you are in life. It's like a mental awakening, the mental clarity of who someone really is. So I feel like, yeah, because this is the world. This was a whole new, look, fulfillment. You fulfilled this person's mind in a way. You brought harmony and completion to something. You helped them to integrate the part of their spirit that knows that the only person above me is God. That's how this person feels. But they also felt a separation from God because of the way that they were conditioned to live their lives. Or because of the life that they feel like they were given. Like, I had no choice but to be like this to survive or to move forward. Or this is just the life that I was born into. But there is something within your energy that helps this person to integrate not just like the power, the control, the respect that a devil gets. Because you worship demons. I'm a demon, Lord. Y'all gonna sell out that show. Y'all gonna sell out her show. Even the ones that consider themselves to be devils. Let's put like Beyonce, what's his name? Her husband, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. Those would be ones that would be like devils. Y'all, when I say, how much do them tickets cost? Y'all worship them. Worship the fuck out of them. Lose your shit. Chris Brown, how much he get for a picture? They be losing their shits. So not all devils are bad. But they may not have that connection to God the way that they want to. They could feel alienated from God, even though they're considered, like people say, oh, you sold your soul to the devil. They sold their soul to themselves. They took it back from all of the masters of this world and all of the devils that most of, the rest of society adheres to without knowing it. And they pretty much took control of their soul independently. But they still don't experience the fulfillment that God can bring into your life. So that's why a lot of things I feel, personally, this is my opinion, but a lot of things go wrong in Hollywood, like Whitney Houston and things like that, like, Aaliyah, things like that, because of the detachment from your true protector. God is your true protector. God is the reason you're here. So every time you experience fear, worry, chaos, stress, uneasiness, when you don't know what the fuck is going on, God is your protector. But if you don't have that connection with God and you're just the devil and it all ends with you, sometimes what you're dealing with, it becomes too much for you and then it takes you out of here. You end up connecting or doing things that take you the fuck up out of here. That's where devils denounce their role as a devil and become a demon. And then they do sell their souls to other devils who eventually, somehow, they get taken out. People call it the Illuminati. But that's a losing of your sense of self. You don't know where your home is. The devil's home is heaven. All dogs go to heaven. The devil's home is heaven. All he has to do is understand his relationship with his heavenly Father and why the fuck he's separated from him. That's a humbling experience, but if he can manage that, he can still reign here on the ground. He can put it down on the ground and still have the protection and the home that his heavenly Father has always had for him. God ain't never closed the gates of heaven for the devil. That's his fucking son. He could learn the lesson too, just like Jesus did. Jesus came down here, saw what he saw. He was like, yeah, okay. I'm going to learn as much as I can. I'm going to deal with as much as I can. I'm going to heal as much as I can. But in the end, he Jesus had just as much authority as the devil. You think he couldn't have outwitted them fucking people? He didn't have to get on that goddamn stake and become some fucking living sacrifice. He didn't have to do that. And he would have still had all the clout and all the praise and all the worship. Why? Because he's God's son. He's a God. He didn't have to do that. But he was like, yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and rule up there with my Heavenly Father. I'll rule from above. I'm good. Y'all handle it on the ground. My brother, that's what you want to do. That's cool. Some of you who can't break free of religious, like the religious indoctrinating, you may need to watch some shows like Lucifer and things like that just help you to get a better or more open-minded acceptance of what God, devil, demons, angels, of what all of that really is. It's energy. The positive energy versus the negative energy. The light versus the shadow. The yin versus the yang. But all of it belongs to one, the master creator. And you can call it the universe. You can call it source. You can call it science. I don't give a fuck. It's God to me. God made everything. It all comes from God. So I feel like this is what someone is coming to see, and this is the fulfillment, the harmony, the completion, integration that they feel. It's an achievement for this person. They have a sense of belonging. They know where they truly belong. They also know where they travel and why they're there. They're also able to connect with people who they do see as blinded by society, blinded by religion, blinded by themselves, who really have sold their souls to all kinds of devils and don't even know it. This person has a sense of feeling, maybe even fulfillment in helping these individuals, because you could be out here and selling your soul to any devil and that devil don't give a fuck about you, but you could find one that's actually a better person. You could find one that will genuinely move uprightly with you. So there are choices, and whoever this person is, I'm going to say that because they know where their true home is, because they have a connection or a relationship with God, they're probably the best devil that you could sell your soul to if you don't know where the fuck to put it and if you can't find God. This person actually could be a step to God. They could be a mediator for you because they are tapped in and connected to. But anyway, this person is celebrating because of some kind of completion. And it could be because they went through a cycle with you and they made it out alive. They made it out with themselves, their truth intact, but they also got some kind of benefit out of it too. The leaders of these religious organizations, they're devils. What do they say? I have a personal relationship with God. God's going to give me the food. I'm going to chew it up and spit out the pieces that I feel like you tiny little human beings can feed on, that you'll be able to palate. That's what they do. I'm not saying they all feel that way, but that's just how it play out if you need to see it clearly. They're devils. They have a one-on-one connection and relationship with their God, who is your God too. But if you don't have that relationship, that personal relationship with God, and somebody else is giving it to you, that person is a devil. And if you are selling your soul essentially in order to have that benefit or that connection because you're not willing to do the work for yourself. Devils work together, but they don't sell their souls. They don't have to. We have the Two of Swords here. Two of Swords and the Six of Cups in reverse. Someone is indecisive because they can't move out of the past energy. They can't move out of the past energy. Someone's indecisive, not knowing what to do. They're stuck in the past. They're lacking playfulness. Oh, okay. Is this the same person? Because it's the Strength again at the bottom of the deck. Maturity, but also boredom, independence, and self-sufficiency. This is actually like good energy, but I feel like this person could be indecisive. What's the Two of Swords? I'm going to say they're maybe unsure of what to do with this newfound like independence, or like this person has broken free of all of their, strings and attachments and chains. This is someone who has exited the matrix of the mind. They found their truth. They feel whole. They're integrated. This person, moves and operates in the image of God when they're in the light, and they operate like a fucking devil with the demons at their feet when they're, in the thick of night, or, lower vibrational energy. So, yeah, their shadow is what I want to say. Their shadow. But it feels as if they're unsure of what this means now. They feel this power, they feel this clarity, they have this taming, they have this sense of like infinite ability too, with the infinity sign symbol here. This is kind of like they found the space that they want to be for eternity. As a human being, they know who they want to be, how they want to move for eternity. They've been released from devil energy. They have captivated the devil energy. They ate it. They are it. So they don't fear it. It has no hold on them. It has no control on them. There is no fear here. But this person could just be unsure of what to do moving forward. It feels like, honestly, because of what they've been through, like I said, you could be a reckoning for this person. Your energy was like a reckoning. So that just puts people in a serious minded mentality. It's kind of like their life depends on it. But at this point, it feels as if they've already exited that cycle, but they're still kind of like not knowing what to do. We have maturity too. So what they used to be attracted to, what used to be fun for them, it's changed because of the level of awareness and clarity they have. They're not the same. So the things that they used to go to, the things that they used to do to have fun, it's just not getting it anymore. We have the star: hope, direction, renewal, trust, belief, positivity, creativity, inspiration, positivity, and rebirth. Okay, so that's happening soon. We have the Ace of Swords as well. So this person may have a decision to make. It feels like they're going to make a sound decision, or they're going to have this breakthrough. There is justice on the other side of whatever they went through, new opportunities, and it will bring clarity of some of the things that they want to do. They're probably never going to go back to what they used to do to fulfill themselves or to have fun when they were on the ground. It's a different life for you now. Certain things that you used to do, you just know when it's not good for you. You know when it's not worth it. You have a different level of like responsibility. Just like anybody in life, you get a higher seat of authority, or you start to see the powerful hold that your energy really does have on your reality, and you start to take life a lot more seriously, because what you say, how you think, how you move, it creates for you. Devils are master manifestors. Master manifestors. So it matters. Their time matters. Their energy matters. Their focus matters, because it's not just, it has meaning now. It has meaning now. When you're a demon, you're like a child. You don't have to worry about those things. You don't believe that you create your own reality. It's just given to you. You are a victim of your circumstances. So what you do, you don't think that it matters much. So you don't really put that much effort or focus into every step that you take. But the devil that you are operating under, they do. That's why you look up to them, because their moves, they strike the air and they never miss. They never miss. They don't take shots that they don't see the follow through for. Too much to lose. They have more to lose. Okay, so it says release, too much responsibility, breakdown, lacking the will to go on, collapse, downfall, and procrastination. So there is someone here who is not feeling this sense of fulfillment that you are, or integration. Like I said, they could not have completed the transformation process. Someone could have given up midstream. So while you're feeling self-sufficient, this person is feeling a collapse or a downfall. Okay, what do you need to know about this Sagittarius? This is a Sagittarius energy here. Betrayal, deception, neglected social life, gossip, scandal, and three's a crowd. Did I say I heard it felt like there was some kind of gossip? I don't know. But whoever this person is, you may have released this person, because that's all they're doing. This person, I don't know. They're just still resorting back to demonic behaviors. And that could have been fun for you at a certain time when you felt like you were on the same timeline, or you guys were equals, but you've risen above them. So you see this person as childish, or you don't vibe with them. You don't vibe with them. The decisions that they're making, it doesn't make sense. Life has more meaning to you. You have more power and authority over yourself, over your life. Like I said, what you do, it counts, it matters. So you just don't vibe with this person anymore, because they're resorting to the same kind of betrayal and deception that they used to. They're still neglecting things that really matter here, and their eyes could still be closed. When you're a demon, you tend to demonize the very people that you look up to, their lifestyle. Like I said, you pay all this money for, Hollywood, or I call it Hollywood, but the industry, whatever. Pay all this money to see these people, but also simultaneously you feed off of anything that you can get that is about like the negative aspects of what they're living, mostly out of jealousy, because you're not living it, and it feels better if you can make it demonic, or you can make it really bad, or you can make it a reason why they're looking happy but they're really sad. Like anything for their reality to not be better than yours. Like this is the inability to do the work yourself. So whoever this person is, they're still in that mindset where they have some kind of belief that they're better than the people who are actually happy. They're better than the people that they're selling their souls to. I'm not like people pay, they will take their whole rent. They will put their house at risk, their cars at risk. They will not feed their kids so that they can go and pay for whatever when it comes to these demons, devils, whatever you want to call them. Everybody walking around looking like them. I haven't even put my lace front back on, because now that I started watching more reality TV, and I'm looking at, things, because since high school, when my friend mom put tracks in my hair for the very first time, I have been wearing weave. And the lace fronts just seem like an easy way to do that for me. But honestly, when I'm looking around, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, is everything about to turn over to AI now? Because it's like just a bunch of lookalikes. Everybody is starting to look the same. And it's hard for me to enjoy my wig anymore. And they still look good. They look good as hell. I keep trying to put mine on because it do look good as hell. And I can slay the fuck out of it. But it's just weird, because I'm like, what is going on here? Everybody is starting to look the same and act the same. But these are the same people who are casting so much judgment on the very people that they are doing everything to look like, to be like, or to just be in the vicinity of. It's a lot of blinded, like, hypocritical type of activity going on. And whoever this person is, I'm getting they're still in that energy. So, once you were blind, you couldn't see, you probably was doing the same thing as them. But once you can see, you just can't go back to that anymore. It don't feel right. So, yeah. Yeah, we have the Emperor. That's what I'm saying. Somebody has graduated. This is the devil card. The Emperor is the divine masculine. They are a devil. They're a devil on the ground. Their crown is divine. Their feet are beneath the ground, and their head is above the clouds. There is nothing above them or below them that can falter what it is that they are creating, what it is that they're choosing to do. This is someone who has absolute dominion over self, which means they have one of the most powerful influences over their life and anybody's life that pretty much sells their soul to them. In the end, this is not somebody you want to run up against, because you will lose. It's the Six of Wands in reverse. You will lose every fucking time. Clash of the Titans, when both of you are in divine energy, when both of you are in devil energy and you have a disagreement. But if you moving around in demonic energy, there is no clash of the Titans. Are you kidding me? You're beneath their feet. So this person has exited this cycle. And what's crazy is on the bottom of this deck, is the Six of Wands in reverse. This person knows that they failed. This is somebody who I feel still tried to try you or run up against you. They failed. The things that they thought that they had accomplished, they should make you feel some type of way. No recognition, no reward. Matter of fact, they're not even getting rewarded by the universe. A lack of achievement, a fall from grace. But guess what this person still has? Man, them egos is something else. But if you don't have nothing to back them egos up, that little you need a shield, a real shield. That's why you need protection out here. You need to have a relationship with your God, or at least you need to have a devil that you fear to protect you, that you trust to protect you, because you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And this person is still conceited. So they have fallen for some kind of lie, feeling like they are somebody or someone, or they can do something, and it's a lie. They cannot. They're blinded. Somebody is blind, somebody is lost, and someone has found the light and exited the cycle. Is what I'm getting here. All right, you guys, I'm gonna leave this reading here. I'm gonna leave this energy here. This was a I don't know, a bite, like a real meaty bite or something. But okay, I'm gonna leave the energy here. Oh, with the Emperor, yeah, heavy energy here. This is likely, we did start out with a Virgo, so it could be a Virgo. I'm getting Aries, Taurus, Scorpio. All right, you guys, that's the reading. That's the live. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.